sitting on a porch swing and reading while listening to some great local music. Or you go over there with your friends. You grab some of the concessions and listen to the same great music. Well, that is the amphitheater from my hometown of Parkston. First, we'll stay in South Dakota to see that amphitheater and the park surrounding it. And then we will go to North Dakota, where we will tour a museum that I have been to myself with my family. So first, open your brochure to the Parkston East Park and Poolside, please. So only about 20 minutes away, depending on where you are in Mitchell, is the Parkston East Park and Pool. In the right middle of your brochure, you will see a map of how to get there and the time it can take. So the amphitheater and the pool are sadly only open in summer, and the amphitheater is only every Thursday. But they have amazing showcases and great towns, as showcased by my example photos that are on the top left, the middle top, and the bottom right. There are bands and just singers, and so many food trucks that it's hard to keep count. Some of my favorite names, for example, were Surfing Safari, which was homecoming last year, Row and Grace, and Hot Rod Chevy Kevy, who are coming back this year and come with a car show usually. Some upcoming ones, just for the funny names, are Too Drunk to Fish, and then Emma Nicole, and like 20 more. The pool is open usually during that time, but you do have to pay to go in, though there are concessions in there themselves with their own placement. Then you can go to the park, which is open year-round and to everyone. There is an older area, as shown by the bottom right, and there is a younger area, which is in the top right of your brochure. There is also a basketball court and a softball field. You have to bring your own stuff to play, and the softball field can also be used for baseball or dodge baseball. You just have to make sure there's not a game going on. And now we will go to North Dakota. Mitchell to Fargo is a 4-hour drive, as shown on the right middle of your brochure as you flip it to the back. But with what it has to offer, it would be worth the drive. So the Bonanzaville Museum and Pioneer Village has a virtual tour if you cannot go physically, though I'd recommend going there yourself. I have provided a few photos for you to see some of the inside of the museum. There in the top left corner, which is the Agricultural Center, their car show is with the fire station below it to the right, and then to the left of that is the blacksmith. Now they started in 1954, and they now have over 400,000 items that are permanent or educational. They have the goal of educating and enriching you through history. They also have events and rental places. Some of the upcoming events are, of course, the 4th of July. They have their own Pioneer Days, and then around Halloween is their Trunk or Treat and Paranormal Investigation. They have their own club with the Spud Valley Model Railroad Club. There's not much information on their website about it, but it's kind of in the name. Now, their rentals can be used usually for weddings, but you can also just use it for hosting. Your options are their air hangar with all their airplanes, their church, their courtroom, or just their regular event center. In light of these topics, you have seen amazing views of the museum, heard about what great music is at the amphitheater and other activities you can enjoy, and from South Dakota to North Dakota, you can enjoy pastimes from both states. This is the end of your tours.